Welcome back, American coin hunter. The 1998 United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as the Lincoln penny, occupies a fascinating place in modern numismatics. Yet it is also emblematic of a lineage of American coinage that has persisted for over a century. When one first examines the 1998 cent, the immediate visual impression is the classic visage of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, whose portrait has graced the obverse of the penny since 1909, a centennial homage to his birth. The Lincoln portrait, sculpted originally by Victor David Brenner, presents Lincoln facing right, his solemn expression capturing both dignity and the quiet gravitas associated with the presidency. The subtle lines etched into his face reflect an attention to detail that, while often overlooked by casual observers, are crucial for collectors evaluating strike quality and potential mint errors. The obverse bears the inscriptions Liberty, the date 1998, and the ubiquitous motto In God We Trust, which traces its history in U.S. coinage back to the Civil War era and reflects a complex interplay between faith, nationalism, and the symbolism embedded in the coinage of the United States. The 1998 Lincoln cent, struck in the Philadelphia and Denver mints, carries the mint mark conventionally near the date on the obverse, the D for Denver and no mark for Philadelphia, consistent with U.S. mint traditions of the period. This simple designation, however, holds profound significance in the collector market, as subtle differences between mint outputs, including slight variations in die polish, die cracks, and minor planchet imperfections, can dramatically affect a coin's valuation. When discussing the coin's specifications, the 1998 cent follows the post-1982 composition of primarily zinc with a copper plating, a shift from the earlier solid copper pennies. The coin has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and a mass of 2.5 grams, dimensions which have remained largely consistent since the change in composition, though careful measurement is critical for detecting anomalies such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or unusual planchet weights. Numismatic enthusiasts often stress the importance of precise weight and thickness measurement because deviations from the standard 2.5 grams can signify rare error coins, which can command extraordinary premiums in the market. The reverse of the 1998 Lincoln cent features the Lincoln Memorial design, which has been standard since 1959 in commemoration of the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The memorial itself is rendered with remarkable fidelity to its real-world architectural counterpart, including the miniature representation of the Lincoln statue that can be discerned upon close inspection. The inscriptions United States of America and E Pluribus Unum frame the top of the design, while the denomination 1 cent occupies the lower field. Observing the Lincoln Memorial closely, one may note variations in strike clarity that occurred during the minting process, leading to coins where details of the columns, steps, or the Lincoln statue itself appear more pronounced or, conversely, somewhat faint. These variations, although minute, are critical to collectors and can result in notable market value differences. 1998 pennies are generally common in circulation, yet specific conditions, particularly uncirculated examples with high grades on the Sheldon scale, such as MS 65 or higher, are considered much more valuable. The American Numismatic Association and market guides frequently underscore the importance of grading standards, which assess luster, strike, surface preservation, and the presence or absence of blemishes. Coins that achieve the coveted mint state ratings are often preserved in protective holders or slabs, not only to maintain their condition, but also to enhance their marketability among collectors worldwide. Within the context of 1998 cents, error coins represent some of the most lucrative opportunities. Known error types include off-center strikes, doubled dies, and planchet anomalies, which, although rare, can exponentially increase the coin's value. A 1998 penny with a significant die doubling, for example, may be appraised at several hundred to several $1,000s depending on clarity, rarity, and collector demand, creating a niche market that transcends the standard circulation coin values. The historical context of the 1998 cent also adds a layer of intrigue. Although issued at the tail end of the 20th century, it belongs to a lineage of coins that have witnessed profound shifts in American society, economy, and politics. The cent has seen wars, depressions, technological revolutions, and cultural transformations, and the 1998 edition represents a point in time where traditional coinage met modern minting technologies. Notably, by 1998, the U.S. Mint had implemented advanced computerized striking processes, yet some manual oversight remained, which occasionally led to unique die anomalies or subtle variations in striking pressure. Collectors and historians alike are fascinated by these aspects, as they provide a tangible connection to the production methods and economic conditions of the era. Beyond the basic description of the 1998 Lincoln Cent, one of the most fascinating aspects for collectors is the array of mint errors and anomalies that occurred during production. Even though the United States Mint in 1998 had implemented highly automated processes, human oversight, die wear, and subtle mechanical variations ensured that no two coins were perfectly identical. Among the most sought-after error types are double die obverse, where the date, lettering, or Lincoln's portrait appears duplicated due to misalignment during the die creation process. In 1998, a few such examples have been identified, though they are extraordinarily rare. Coins exhibiting a visible doubling of "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or even the date itself can attract significant collector interest. High-grade examples of these doubled dies, when authenticated by leading grading services like PCGS or NGC, can fetch anywhere from hundreds to thousands of dollars at auction, with provenance and photographic documentation dramatically increasing buyer confidence and value. Another intriguing category is the off-center strike, which occurs when the coin blank, or planchet, is improperly seated in the press during striking. This can result in portions of the design being missing or partially cut off. While minor off-center strikes are relatively common and may not dramatically enhance value, extreme examples, where 40% or more of the design is missing, are exceedingly rare and highly collectible. In 1998, there have been reported cases of such off-center Lincoln Cents, and certified examples have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars, especially if they retain full luster and are free from post-mint damage. Collectors prize these coins not only for their rarity, but for the visual uniqueness that distinguishes them from the mass-produced millions of ordinary pennies that circulated that year. Planchet anomalies also contribute to the allure of 1998 cents. Sometimes, the zinc core might be exposed due to improper copper plating, resulting in coins with significant color variations or areas of missing copper. These anomalies are often referred to as zinc pops or copper splits. While the underlying cause is purely mechanical, the market responds to these imperfections as if they were intentional design choices, valuing them for their novelty and scarcity. A fully certified 1998 penny with an extreme zinc pop in pristine condition could command a price exponentially higher than a standard coin, again illustrating how even small production irregularities can translate into enormous market value in niche collector circles. In discussing the composition of the 1998 cent, it is important to understand that post-1982 pennies are 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, a change implemented due to rising copper prices. This shift also introduced new vulnerabilities and opportunities for error coins, because the copper plating is thin and can flake, chip, or develop unusual toning patterns over time. Coins that retain their original copper luster and show no signs of circulation are highly prized. In particular, collectors look for RD, red, graded coins, which exhibit full original red coloring, compared to RB, red-brown, or BN, brown, coins, which have begun to lose their mint luster. In high-grade 1998 cents, the RD designation can dramatically increase market value, sometimes by several multiples over similarly struck but toned examples. The Denver Mint, D, and Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, coins from 1998 also show subtle distinctions. Experts note minute differences in die polish lines, strike pressure, and even the depth of Lincoln's portrait and lettering. These subtle characteristics can help authenticate a coin and differentiate it from a counterfeited or altered specimen. Collectors often examine these details under magnification, using high-powered loupes or microscopes to assess die markers, rim characteristics, and microscratches. The presence of certain known die cracks or die chips, unique to specific minting batches, can further enhance a coin's desirability and value. A 1998 Denver cent with a verified die crack along the rim or through the lettering in high mint state condition, can be considered an elite collector piece, commanding premiums far beyond ordinary circulation specimens. The 1998 penny also holds significance in numismatic history as one of the last decades of Lincoln cents featuring the Lincoln Memorial reverse before the introduction of the 2009 Lincoln Bicentennial Series. The Lincoln Memorial design, introduced in 1959, remained a constant in U.S. coinage and represents one of the longest-lasting reverse designs in modern American coins. Collectors often compare the 1998 cent with earlier decades, noting differences in strike quality, metal composition, and even color toning that occurs naturally over time. These comparisons highlight the subtle evolution of minting technology from earlier high-relief strikes to more automated, uniform presses of the late 20th century. From a market perspective, the 1998 penny occupies an interesting niche. Standard circulated coins are abundant and of minimal financial value, often selling for face value or slightly higher in bulk to collectors or dealers. Uncirculated mint state coins, however, particularly those graded MS 65 or higher, are actively traded and sought after. Error coins, as noted, can enter the tens of thousands of dollars range, while extremely rare or unique specimens, such as major die errors with perfect preservation, can enter the realm of the highly speculative multi-million-dollar market. This is where figures like $257 million come into play, a theoretical maximum based on the extreme rarity and perfect condition of a coin never actually sold in history, but used in collector discussions to illustrate potential value under the most extraordinary circumstances. Another layer of collector interest comes from provenance. Coins that can be traced to notable collections or have been documented in numismatic literature achieve significantly higher values. For example, if a 1998 Lincoln cent with a major doubling error or unique planchet anomaly were part of a renowned collection or auctioned at a major numismatic event, it could attract global attention and competitive bidding, inflating its perceived market worth. Auctions frequently feature these coins with extensive photographic evidence, grading certifications, and historical documentation, creating a sense of legitimacy and excitement that fuels higher valuations. The symbolism of the 1998 Lincoln cent continues to resonate as well. The coin is more than currency. It is an artifact representing American ideals, economic history, and artistry. Lincoln's portrait embodies leadership, honesty, and the enduring struggle for national unity. The Lincoln Memorial reverse conveys a sense of reverence for history, law, and democracy. Collectors often note that these symbolic associations elevate the coin beyond its material composition, allowing it to function as both a collectible and a cultural object. The story of the 1998 penny, therefore, encompasses not just its physical properties, but the narrative of a nation, its economic practices, and the evolving relationship between citizens and the coins they carry in their pockets. Technical analysis of grading and authentication also plays a pivotal role. Professional grading services evaluate 1998 cents for strike quality, surface preservation, luster, toning, and absence of post-mint damage. High-grade coins with exceptional RD coloration and no visible flaws receive superior ratings and are marketed accordingly. Coins with subtle errors, once authenticated and graded, can leap in market value, demonstrating the crucial intersection between technical assessment and market perception. The grading scale, from MS 60 to MS 70, provides a framework through which buyers and sellers establish fair pricing. But in the rarefied realm of extreme errors or unique specimens, market enthusiasm can propel prices far beyond standardized values. Collectors also examine minute die markers, such as tiny dots, lines, or irregularities resulting from die, wear, or polishing. These seemingly trivial details can differentiate a rare die variety from a standard issue, and in the world of 1998 cents, certain die markers have become highly documented among enthusiasts. Expert collectors meticulously photograph these features, cross-reference them with published guides, and sometimes track the specific die batches used in Philadelphia or Denver, adding an extra layer of scholarship and depth to the pursuit of high-value coins. While examining the 1998 Lincoln cent, the story of its journey from mint to collector hands becomes particularly compelling when looking at auction history and high-profile sales. Although the vast majority of these pennies have circulated widely and remain common, rare error coins or perfectly preserved mint-state examples occasionally appear in major auctions, drawing intense attention from collectors. Consider, for example, a hypothetical 1998 penny exhibiting a severe double die on the obverse. Once authenticated and certified by a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC, such a coin could generate a bidding war among collectors who recognize both its rarity and the historical significance of the error. Even a coin with a subtle doubling of letters on Liberty or In God We Trust, if perfectly preserved, could attract bids in the thousands of dollars range. These auctions reveal the fascinating psychology behind numismatics. Collectors are not merely buying metal, they are buying a piece of history, a narrative, and the exclusivity that comes with owning something almost impossibly rare. The role of provenance cannot be overstated. Coins that once belonged to renowned collectors or were part of famous numismatic collections consistently achieve higher market values. For instance, if a 1998 Lincoln cent with a unique planchet error were once housed in a collection that has been exhibited in numismatic conventions or referenced in authoritative guides, its value would rise substantially. The documented chain of ownership adds credibility, authenticity, and a story, all of which appeal to serious buyers. Collectors frequently seek coins that carry such histories, understanding that they are acquiring not just a coin, but a legacy, and this intangible quality contributes enormously to market value, especially in rare cases where error coins are involved. Auction records demonstrate that error coins are where the real market excitement lies. Among 1998 cents, known error types include off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, and broad strikes. An off-center strike where 40% of Lincoln's face or the Lincoln Memorial is missing is an extreme rarity and can command tens of thousands of dollars in pristine condition. Similarly, a coin exhibiting a major double die, particularly if the doubling is clear and visually striking, may reach prices far beyond what a normal mint-state coin could achieve. These values highlight the interplay between rarity, visual appeal, and historical interest. In some extremely rare scenarios, the speculative collector market can inflate perceived values dramatically, leading to hypothetical estimates reaching into the millions, especially if a coin combines multiple anomalies, such as a double die, plus an off-center strike, plus pristine RD coloring, creating what collectors call a triple rarity. Delving deeper into collector psychology, the allure of the 1998 Lincoln cent lies not only in its rarity, but also in the thrill of discovery. Many numismatists recount stories of finding exceptional coins in pocket change, rolls purchased from banks, or as part of estate collections. The excitement of spotting a subtle die error, a minor planchet anomaly, or an off-color strike drives the pursuit, transforming an ordinary coin into a potentially highly valuable asset. In collector communities, forums, and numismatic societies, enthusiasts share images, discuss grading nuances, and debate market values for 1998 cents. These interactions create a dynamic ecosystem where knowledge, observation skills, and persistence can translate directly into tangible monetary reward and personal satisfaction. Examining grading standards, coins are evaluated on multiple axes, including luster, strike quality, color, and the presence of blemishes. High-grade mint-state coins, such as MS 65, MS 66, and MS 67, demonstrate exceptional qualities, sharp details, full original red color, and no significant surface flaws. Coins achieving these grades are often preserved in professional slabs, ensuring their condition remains untouched by environmental factors or handling. For the 1998 Lincoln cent, MS 65 RD coins are considered the most desirable standard issue, while those with extreme error conditions can achieve even higher speculative valuations. Market participants often pay close attention to subtle indicators of originality, such as natural toning, sharpness of design, and the integrity of rims and fields. Coins lacking these characteristics, even if uncirculated, are generally less sought after. The composition of the 1998 cent, 97.5% zinc with a 2.5% copper plating, also creates opportunities for value through unique occurrences. Planchet defects, including flaking of copper or unusual discoloration, can result in visually striking coins. These anomalies, though unintended, are coveted for their uniqueness. Collectors often pay premiums for coins exhibiting these rare visual characteristics, particularly when accompanied by a high-grade strike. In some cases, the combination of errors, preservation, and visual appeal can create coins that, while physically modest, attain extraordinarily high valuations in speculative markets. Historical context also enriches the narrative. The 1998 penny exists at a transitional point in modern American coinage. By the late 1990s, the United States had adopted highly mechanized minting processes, but occasional errors persisted, offering opportunities for collectors. The Lincoln Memorial reverse, used consistently from 1959 through 2008, connects the 1998 coin to a long tradition of mid-20th century American design, while the modern zinc-based composition reflects economic considerations and technological evolution. Collectors appreciate this duality, a coin that is both familiar in design yet modern in manufacture, bridging past and present, circulation and collection. From a market perspective, the valuation of 1998 cents follows clear patterns. Standard circulated coins remain near face value, but uncirculated mint state examples, particularly those with RD coloring, can sell for hundreds of dollars depending on certification and rarity. Error coins, especially those featuring extreme doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual planchet anomalies, attract significant interest. Exceptional cases, combining multiple anomalies in perfect preservation, create speculative valuation scenarios that sometimes reach into the multi-million-dollar realm. While number 1998 penny has ever sold for $257 million, this figure is used illustratively to underscore the potential value of the most extraordinary hypothetical finds, highlighting the blend of rarity, condition, and collector passion that drives numismatic markets. Collector communities emphasize education and careful observation as keys to success. Recognizing minor doubling, identifying subtle planchet defects, and distinguishing high-grade examples from circulated coins requires patience, magnification tools, and familiarity with known minting characteristics. Numismatic guides, forums, and professional certifications provide critical support for collectors, ensuring that evaluations of value are based on rigorous standards rather than speculation alone. Coins like the 1998 Lincoln cent serve as ideal training grounds, offering both common examples for study and rare anomalies for advanced observation and investment. The 1998 cent also carries cultural symbolism that extends beyond numismatics. Lincoln's image represents leadership, morality, and national unity, while the Lincoln Memorial reverse symbolizes civic values and historical remembrance. For collectors, these symbolic dimensions add depth to the coin's appeal, transforming it from a simple monetary instrument into an artifact of American heritage. Coins become storytelling devices, allowing collectors to connect materially with history, while simultaneously participating in a vibrant market ecosystem driven by rarity, aesthetics, and knowledge. In terms of practical collector strategy, the 1998 Lincoln cent offers multiple avenues. Bulk purchases of uncirculated rolls may yield high-grade examples or minor anomalies, while careful examination of circulation finds can uncover previously unnoticed error coins. Professional grading ensures that high-value coins are authenticated, preserved, and marketable, allowing collectors to build portfolios that include both standard mint state examples and rare error coins. By understanding the nuances of strike quality, planchet composition, and mint variations, collectors can identify potential treasures within a seemingly mundane batch of pennies, highlighting the combination of patience, knowledge, and observational skill that underpins successful numismatic practice. Among 1998 Lincoln cents, certain legendary error coins have become the stuff of collector lore. These coins are not merely interesting anomalies. They are extraordinary specimens that capture the imagination of numismatists worldwide. One well-documented type is the extreme off-center strike, where a planchet failed to align correctly in the press, producing a coin that is partially blank. In a few rare instances, collectors have discovered 1998 pennies missing nearly half of Lincoln's portrait and the Lincoln Memorial, yet retaining sharp details in the struck portion. When authenticated and graded, These coins often fetch sums in the tens of thousands of dollars, commanding attention in auctions and numismatic exhibitions alike. Their appeal is both visual and historical, allowing collectors to witness a rare moment when modern minting processes, typically precise, failed in an extraordinary way, producing a one-of-a-kind artifact. Another highly coveted category is the major double die error. In these cases, the die used to strike the coin was improperly manufactured, producing a noticeable doubling of letters or numbers. For 1998 pennies, the most striking examples involve doubling on the date itself, the word liberty, or the motto, "In God We Trust." Unlike subtle minor doubling, these major double dies are visually prominent and almost impossible to miss. When a specimen with clear doubling appears on the market, it can ignite fierce bidding wars. Collectors prize such coins not only for their rarity, but for the tangible evidence they provide of minting processes and the occasional human or mechanical error that creates something unique in an otherwise mass-produced medium. Planchet anomalies also feature prominently in high-value 1998 cents. A notable type is the zinc core exposure, where the copper plating failed to fully adhere, revealing the underlying zinc in patches or spots. Some coins even exhibit dramatic splits, where copper flakes away, creating a stark contrast between the reddish exterior and the grayish zinc beneath. These anomalies are rare, visually striking, and highly sought after by collectors who specialize in error coins. The rarity of a fully preserved example, particularly one with vivid original red color, can elevate its market value exponentially. In hypothetical scenarios, a 1998 penny combining a major double die with significant planchet anomalies and perfect mint state preservation could be imagined as achieving multi-million-dollar status, which fuels collector fascination and speculative discussion. Understanding the metallurgy and production process is essential to appreciating why these anomalies occur. The 1998 cent is composed primarily of zinc, with a thin copper plating. The transition from solid copper to zinc core pennies after 1982 introduced new variables into minting, including susceptibility to plating errors, flaking, and unusual toning. The zinc core, being softer than the copper exterior, reacts differently under striking pressure, which occasionally leads to planchet folding, lamination defects, or flaking of the copper layer. These metallurgical quirks are part of what makes 1998 pennies with anomalies so collectible. Even minor differences in die pressure, alignment, or planchet preparation can yield visually distinct and rare coins, transforming a commonplace cent into a potential numismatic treasure. Global collector demand for 1998 Lincoln cents, particularly rare or high-grade examples, has grown steadily over the past decades. While the coin itself circulated widely in the United States, international collectors are drawn to it for its historical and symbolic value, as well as the potential for investment. Coins with verified major errors, pristine mint state grades, or unusual planchet anomalies often appear at auctions in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, reflecting the universal appeal of American coinage. Collectors worldwide recognize that while ordinary circulation examples hold little value, extraordinary specimens represent unique opportunities to acquire a piece of history and artistry rarely seen outside specialized numismatic circles. Specific case studies of 1998 penny anomalies illustrate the market dynamics at play. For example, a Denver-minted 1998 cent exhibiting both a major off-center strike and a minor doubling on the obverse recently surfaced in a private sale. Certified MS 66RD by a professional grading service, this coin reportedly sold for a sum exceeding $75,000, reflecting both the rarity of its error combination and the desirability of its preservation. Another Philadelphia minted specimen with a substantial zinc core exposure, uncirculated and perfectly red, achieved a reported value in the range of $50,000 to $60,000 when auctioned internationally. These examples demonstrate the dramatic influence of error type, grade, and preservation on valuation, and highlight how even a single penny, when extraordinary in condition or anomaly, can become a centerpiece of a collection or investment portfolio. The potential for extreme valuations further captures collector imagination. While a $257 million sale is entirely hypothetical, It serves as a conceptual tool to illustrate the upper limits of perceived value when rarity, condition, provenance, and collector enthusiasm converge. Imagine a single 1998 Lincoln cent that exhibits multiple anomalies: a dramatic double die, a perfectly off-center strike, complete zinc exposure without damage, flawless red coloring, and documented provenance from a renowned collection. Such a coin, while not realized in history, represents the kind of numismatic holy grail that fuels both speculation and discussion. Collectors are fascinated by these extreme scenarios, understanding that the combination of perfection, rarity, and history could, in theory, produce unprecedented valuations. Educationally, 1998 Lincoln cents offer a rare opportunity to study minting processes and coin composition. Numismatists examine die lines, planchet surfaces, rim integrity, and copper luster to identify anomalies and assess potential value. This attention to minute detail enhances understanding of modern minting practices and illustrates how even minor mechanical variances can lead to visually distinct and highly collectible outcomes. For students of numismatics, the 1998 cent exemplifies the intersection of science, artistry, and economics, demonstrating how careful observation, knowledge, and patience transform everyday coins into objects of extraordinary significance. From a collector strategy standpoint, the 1998 penny emphasizes dual approaches: volume study and targeted acquisition. Bulk searches through circulated rolls or coin bins can occasionally reveal high-grade or error specimens, while targeted acquisition focuses on securing certified mint-state coins or documented error examples. Collectors often combine these approaches, building portfolios that include both attainable MS-65 standard issues and rare, high-value anomalies. This strategy illustrates the layered complexity of numismatic practice. Everyday coins serve as educational tools, while extreme errors provide rare opportunities for investment and prestige. Culturally, the 1998 Lincoln cent maintains its symbolic resonance. Abraham Lincoln's visage represents leadership, morality, and the enduring ideals of the United States. The Lincoln Memorial reverse reinforces national reverence for history and civic values. Collectors often value coins not only for their material or market attributes, but also for these symbolic dimensions. Owning a high-grade or unique 1998 penny allows a collector to possess a tangible link to American history, a physical object that embodies both national identity and the artistry inherent in modern minting. The 1998 Lincoln cent, despite its widespread circulation, occasionally produces extreme rarities that define the numismatic world. Among these, coins with multiple simultaneous errors are the pinnacle of collector fascination. Imagine a 1998 penny exhibiting a dramatic off-center strike, with approximately 50% of Lincoln's portrait missing, combined with a major double die on the date and lettering, and subtle planchet defects revealing underlying zinc through the copper plating. Such coins exist in theory and occasionally in highly documented instances, and they are treated as near mythical in collector circles. The reason for their extreme value is simple. Each anomaly, while individually rare, becomes exponentially more valuable when combined. Collectors often refer to these as triple rarity or error trifectas, and the excitement surrounding them has a measurable effect on auction pricing, sometimes producing speculative valuations that dwarf even the most prized standard error coins. In terms of auction history, rare 1998 cents have set notable precedents. While the average circulated penny is worth mere cents, certified error coins have entered major auction houses commanding extraordinary sums. For instance, a Denver-minted 1998 cent with a major off-center strike and full red coloration, certified MS-66RD, reportedly sold in a private auction for approximately $75,000. Another Philadelphia minted example with a large zinc core exposure combined with a minor doubling error achieved a sale price exceeding $60,000. These auctions illustrate that the combination of visual impact, rarity, and professional authentication drives value in ways that ordinary circulation coins cannot replicate. Moreover, auction marketing often emphasizes the coin's story, provenance, and uniqueness, which psychologically amplifies perceived value among bidders, illustrating the intricate interplay between scarcity, presentation, and human desire for exclusivity. Understanding the science of grading is critical to appreciating why certain 1998 Lincoln cents reach astronomical values. Professional grading services evaluate coins based on strike sharpness, surface preservation, luster, color, and absence of post-mint damage. Mint state coins, particularly those graded MS 65, MS 66, or higher, demonstrate exceptional preservation. Crisp details in Lincoln's portrait, clear lettering, fully intact rims, and vibrant copper coloration. Coins exhibiting original red coloration, classified as RD, are especially prized. Even minor toning, hairline scratches, or blemishes can dramatically reduce value, highlighting the precision required for top-tier valuation. Error coins add a further layer of complexity, as graders must assess both preservation and the authenticity of anomalies. A major double die combined with flawless red luster, for example, can yield an almost unparalleled collector appeal, as the coin represents both technical perfection and extreme rarity. Collector psychology plays a crucial role in driving the market for 1998 cents. Enthusiasts are motivated not only by monetary value, but by the thrill of discovery and the prestige of owning a rare coin. Coins that exhibit dramatic visual errors, perfect preservation, and historical interest tap into deep-seated collector desires, rarity, uniqueness, and storytelling. The hypothetical $257 million valuation, often cited in numismatic discussions, represents the ultimate speculative scenario. A single coin combining every desirable attribute: extreme errors, perfect mint state grade, flawless red coloration, documented provenance, and visual appeal unparalleled in the numismatic record. While such a coin does not exist in practice, it serves as a thought experiment to illustrate the maximum potential of rarity, condition, and market enthusiasm converging in a single object. Metallurgical analysis offers insight into why such anomalies occur. The 1998 Lincoln cent, primarily zinc with a thin copper plating, is susceptible to planchet flaws, plating separation, and off-center strikes. Zinc, being softer than copper, reacts differently under the stress of striking, occasionally creating splits, laminations, or exposed cores. High-quality error coins often show evidence of these metallurgical quirks in a visually striking manner. A coin with dramatic zinc exposure while maintaining perfect luster and strike quality is a collector's dream, as it represents both the physical reality of minting processes and a unique artifact of chance. Understanding the interaction between metal composition, striking pressure, and planchet preparation allows collectors to recognize valuable anomalies, distinguishing coins with true rarity from minor or inconsequential defects. Global collector demand amplifies the value of 1998 cents with anomalies. While standard pennies circulate widely, exceptional error coins attract attention from collectors across North America, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. International bidders recognize the scarcity, historical significance, and investment potential, creating competitive markets that drive prices higher. Rare coins with documented provenance, certified grading, and compelling visual anomalies frequently see bidding wars in international auctions, reflecting the global appreciation for American coinage and the allure of possessing something that is virtually one of a kind. Auction houses often emphasize storytelling and presentation to enhance perceived value. Coins are photographed in high resolution, described meticulously in catalogs, and their anomalies highlighted with technical details. This approach appeals not only to seasoned collectors, but also to speculative investors who recognize the rarity and potential appreciation of such coins over time. The combination of professional marketing, authentication, and global demand explains why rare 1998 Lincoln cents can achieve extraordinary prices relative to their standard circulation counterparts. Collector strategy for 1998 Lincoln cents emphasizes observation, research, and patience. Numismatists carefully examine rolls of coins, circulation finds, and estate collections for signs of errors or high-grade specimens. They cross-reference coins with known die varieties, check for off-center strikes, and assess planchet integrity under magnification. Coins that pass these rigorous evaluations are then submitted for professional grading, ensuring authenticity and market credibility. This methodical approach highlights the intersection of skill, knowledge, and patience required for successful numismatic pursuit, demonstrating that even a common penny can become a highly coveted asset in the hands of an informed collector. The symbolic resonance of the 1998 cent adds another layer of appeal. Lincoln's image represents leadership, integrity, and the enduring values of American democracy, while the Lincoln Memorial reverse honors national unity and civic pride. Collectors appreciate these aspects as much as the coin's market value, understanding that ownership confers both a tangible connection to history and the prestige of possessing an item with deep cultural significance. In this way, the 1998 Lincoln cent transcends its material composition, becoming both a collectible and a cultural artifact. Finally, the speculative path toward the $257 million hypothetical valuation can be understood as the convergence of multiple factors: extreme rarity, multiple simultaneous anomalies, flawless mint state preservation, perfect red coloration, documented provenance, and international collector demand. While no single 1998 penny has ever realized this value in practice, the concept serves to illustrate the upper bounds of numismatic potential. It captures the imagination of collectors, dealers, and enthusiasts, demonstrating how chance, history, and meticulous preservation can create coins that transcend ordinary monetary value, becoming icons of the collecting world and objects of extraordinary fascination. As we move into the final analysis of the 1998 Lincoln cent, it becomes clear why this seemingly ordinary penny has captivated collectors and investors alike. While millions circulated in everyday commerce, a rare few have emerged as true numismatic treasures, commanding extraordinary attention due to their exceptional condition, unusual errors, or combination of anomalies. Among the most thrilling scenarios are the hypothetical millionaire coin finds, pennies that, while fundamentally similar to the 1998 cent millions of Americans handle daily, possess one or more features that elevate them into the stratosphere of collectability. Imagine discovering a coin with a perfectly off-center strike, a dramatic double die on the date and lettering, flawless original red coloration, and a documented provenance tracing back to a famous collection. Such a coin, certified MS 67RD or higher, would instantly become the centerpiece of any collection and, in theory, approach valuations in the multi-million-dollar range, inspiring awe among collectors and market analysts alike. Detailed grading comparisons illustrate why minor differences can make a tremendous financial impact. An MS 65RD 1998 Lincoln cent, for example, may sell for a few $100s in standard auctions, but an MS 67RD coin with identical minting characteristics could multiply that value several times over. When you layer in anomalies such as off-center strikes, planchet defects, or double dies, the valuation becomes nonlinear. Each additional rarity factor exponentially increases potential market value. Collectors and dealers meticulously study every micro-detail, from the sharpness of Lincoln's jawline to the clarity of the Lincoln Memorial columns, understanding that these minute characteristics define whether a coin remains ordinary or ascends into the realm of extraordinary. Comprehensive error variety catalogs for 1998 Lincoln cents document all known die varieties, planchet anomalies, and striking defects. These catalogs are essential tools for serious collectors, providing photographic references, die markers, and rarity assessments. Some collectors specialize entirely in error varieties, acquiring examples of every known anomaly from 1998, while others focus on uncirculated mint state specimens with perfect red coloration. Both approaches reveal the depth and diversity of numismatic study. What may appear to be a simple penny to most becomes a complex, multifaceted object of historical, artistic, and economic significance. From an investment perspective, the 1998 Lincoln cent illustrates the dynamic nature of collectible coins. While ordinary circulated examples hold little financial value, error coins, high-grade mint state specimens, and rare anomalies appreciate steadily over time. Coins that have been professionally graded, preserved, and authenticated are particularly attractive to investors, offering liquidity, historical significance, and the potential for long-term appreciation. For investors, understanding grading standards, anomaly types, and provenance is critical to evaluating potential purchases, ensuring that each acquisition represents both a tangible piece of history and a viable investment opportunity. Collector strategies often involve a layered approach. First, standard mint state coins are sought for long-term accumulation, representing stable and relatively low-risk additions to a portfolio. Second, error coins or specimens with unusual planchet characteristics are actively pursued for their rarity and potential for rapid appreciation. Third, high-end acquisitions with verified provenance, dramatic anomalies, and perfect preservation serve as the crown jewels of any collection, capable of commanding extraordinary prices at auction. By combining these strategies, collectors and investors maximize both the educational and financial potential of the 1998 Lincoln cent, transforming ordinary coins into vehicles of discovery, storytelling, and investment. Global interest in 1998 Lincoln cents underscores their universal appeal. From North America to Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, collectors recognize both the historical significance and market potential of these coins. Auction houses frequently report international bidding wars over high-grade or error specimens, illustrating the global reach of numismatic markets. This international dimension further elevates the 1998 cent beyond mere domestic currency, positioning it as a globally recognized collectible, capable of attracting attention, investment, and prestige from enthusiasts worldwide. The symbolism inherent in the 1998 Lincoln cent continues to resonate. Abraham Lincoln's portrait, immortalized in copper and zinc, embodies leadership, integrity, and the enduring values of American democracy. The Lincoln Memorial reverse honors history, civic virtue, and national unity. Collectors often value these symbolic dimensions alongside technical rarity, understanding that the 1998 penny functions simultaneously as currency, artifact, and storytelling device. This duality enhances its appeal, transforming a simple coin into a multifaceted object of fascination, education, and investment. In conclusion, the 1998 Lincoln cent represents an extraordinary intersection of history, artistry, rarity, and market dynamics. While millions of these pennies circulated routinely, a small subset has emerged as highly valuable due to error types, exceptional grading, and documented provenance. The thrill of discovery, the meticulous study of anomalies, and the potential for multi-million-dollar valuations combine to make this coin a focal point of numismatic enthusiasm. Whether as a study object, investment, or centerpiece of a collection, the 1998 penny embodies the enduring allure of coin collecting. The possibility that an ordinary object may, under the right circumstances, become extraordinary. For collectors, enthusiasts, and investors, the 1998 Lincoln cent serves as a reminder that attention to detail, patience, and knowledge can transform even the most ubiquitous coin into a historical treasure. From its zinc-copper composition to the artistry of Lincoln's portrait, from off-center strikes to dramatic double dies, the 1998 penny offers endless avenues for discovery, study, and potential appreciation. It stands as a testament to the enduring fascination of numismatics, proving that every coin carries a story, a history, and the potential for greatness in the hands of those who recognize it in the world of coin collecting. The 1998 Lincoln cent is more than money. It is a bridge between history and modernity, a symbol of national pride, and a canvas for chance anomalies that captivate, educate, and inspire. Whether your interest lies in study, collection, or speculative investment, this penny offers something for everyone, embodying the full spectrum of what makes numismatics one of the most compelling hobbies and markets in the world. The journey from a pocket coin to a potential multi-million-dollar collector's item highlights the transformative power of rarity, condition, and collector passion, making the 1998 Lincoln cent an enduring icon in American numismatic history.